Like, she is a really incredible human being. And, you know, the more I get to know her, I just see how dynamic she is as a person, how intelligent, how selfless she is.
Girl, he never gave me no damn earrings. He probably gave those to Jennifer.
But to be honest, the pattern I found myself in and what was called love addiction, who my therapist broke it down, was like that feeling of being like, oh, I'm in love, and it's that honeymoon period that people call it. I was addicted to that feeling.
Some breakups end quietly. A couple unfollows each other, deletes a few pictures, and the world moves on. But this right here, this feels different. This feels like a warning. Because when Tiffany Haddish started talking about love, about patterns, about men who don't stay when things get real, people weren't just listening, they were connecting the dots. And now the internet is buzzing with one big question: is Jennifer Hudson next? Nobody expected Tiffany to speak so openly. Nobody thought she would hint that what happened to her could easily happen again, just with a different woman standing in her place. But here's the twist.
Girl, he never gave me no damn earrings. He probably gave those to Jennifer.
Tiffany isn't speaking from bitterness. She's speaking from experience, from scars, from lessons learned the hard way. And if you've been watching this story unfold between Tiffany, Common, and now Jennifer Hudson, you already know this isn't just celebrity gossip. This is about patterns, about love that feels real in the beginning, and about what happens when the honeymoon phase fades and real life steps in. So buckle up, because this story, it's deeper than you think.
She's been even out there talking about marriage, Karen. What's that about? I mean, I just happened to notice that.
I was asked about marriage.
Yes.
And I just answered honestly. I said, you know what? You told me a quote that your mother said, a man knows what he wants. And I was saying my true feelings about, listen, Jennifer is the person, if I should be married, it will be to Jennifer Kate Hudson. I was just being honest.
Tiffany Haddish didn't grow up with fairy tale romance. She grew up fighting for stability, for laughter, for survival. Long before the red carpets and sold-out shows, Tiffany was a young girl navigating foster care, instability, and pain. Comedy became her shield, her therapy, her way to turn hurt into power.
He might be the type of person that never, like, really settles with somebody. Maybe he's like he's like a bee going from flower to flower to flower.
When she finally broke into Hollywood in a major way with Girls Trip, the world saw the loud, funny, fearless Tiffany. But behind that laugh was a woman who had worked hard for every ounce of love she received. And when it came to relationships, she wanted something solid, something safe. That's when Common entered the picture. Common had this calm energy, this thoughtful, poetic vibe. He wasn't flashy, he wasn't messy online. He spoke about growth, therapy, emotional awareness. Compared to the typical Hollywood dating scene, he seemed mature, grounded. They met at industry events, crossed paths at award shows, and eventually worked together on the film The Kitchen. And you already know how that goes. When chemistry hits on screen, it doesn't always stay on screen.
Tiffany shut me down.
I only shut you down. I'm just saying you gotta work for it, but that's all. You can't just have this
You quickly, I didn't even get to say nothing. You told me you got your eyes on something else.
Okay, give us your best line, Common.
Yo, she is a princess, she a queen, and I just want to be able to explore and learn everything she needs so I can give her everything she wants as a princess.
At first, Tiffany wasn't even checking for him like that. She admitted she wasn't impressed by the smooth talk. But Common, he pursued her. He showed up. Flowers, dates, sweet words. He made it clear he wasn't playing around. And for Tiffany, that felt different. She has said publicly that she believed that relationship was the healthiest one she had ever experienced. She talked about therapy conversations, about growth, about feeling supported. She was glowing, smiling in interviews. You could see it.
Wonderful, woman, a queen, and just a beautiful person, man. I just care for her a lot, enjoy her, and am grateful to have her in my life. So, yeah, I'm happy.
But here's the part that makes this whole situation complicated. Common has a history. Before Tiffany, he had been linked to powerful, successful women. Erica Badu, Serena Williams, Taraji P. Henson, Angela Rye. These weren't casual flings. These were strong, accomplished women. And yet, every relationship seemed to end once things started getting serious. That's not gossip, that's a pattern. And even Common himself admitted in interviews that he struggled with what he called love addiction. He said he loved the feeling of being in love, the excitement, the rush, but once that intensity cooled down, something shifted. Now, fast forward, Tiffany and Common made things official. They quarantined together during the pandemic, she shaved her head and he helped. They did interviews talking about how they uplifted each other.
She is a really incredible human being. And the more I get to know her, I just see how dynamic she is as a person, how intelligent, how selfless she is.
Tiffany openly said she was ready for marriage, ready for something permanent. But what nobody expected was how quickly it ended. One day they were solid, the next, it was over. And Tiffany later revealed that it wasn't some mutual decision like the public was told. She said she was blindsided, that she found out details through her team, that the story told to the media didn't match what happened behind closed doors. Imagine thinking you're building a future with someone, and then finding out they've already moved on mentally. That kind of heartbreak doesn't just hurt, it humbles you. Now, here's where Jennifer Hudson enters the story.
He was just persistent. He was persistent. Like, I love his art, what he does, but he wasn't necessarily, not necessarily all the way my type, but he grew on me.
He grew on you? Okay.
He showed me himself. Even if he can't tell if something is a joke or not, he asked.
He'll just be like, are you kidding?
Are you serious? I can't tell. Let me know. And we have real conversations about things, and I don't feel like, how sometimes you be in a relationship with a dude and you're like afraid to talk to him about a certain thing because you don't know how is he gonna blow up and start screaming and yelling, or is he gonna think you're doing something you ain't got no business, when it's like a genuine concern for you. But with him, I'll bring up something that's a genuine concern for me, and he's like, all right, let's pause. Let me think about that for a second. And he expresses how he feels.
Jennifer Hudson, the powerhouse vocalist, the Oscar winner, the woman who earned her EGOT status through talent and perseverance. After years of personal tragedy and career highs, Jennifer has always carried herself with grace. She isn't known for messy public drama. She protects her peace. When she and Common started appearing together publicly, people were surprised but supportive. They looked cozy, comfortable. He brought flowers to her talk show. They spoke about admiration and respect. He even hinted that if he ever settled down, it would be with someone like her. And on the surface, it looks good.
Come to the understanding and we came to the understanding, it was a mutual thing, essentially, that we came to the understanding that this is what's gonna be best, for us to still continue to love each other and be there for each other, is to not be in a romantic relationship, because we won't be able to give to that.
But here's the thing Tiffany recently hinted at without saying it directly. The playbook doesn't change just because the woman does. In interviews after her breakup, Tiffany spoke about ignoring her intuition, about feeling something was off but choosing to believe the words instead. She talked about how some men love the chase more than the commitment, how they thrive in the beginning stages, the gifts, the affection, the emotional conversations, but retreat when real long-term planning enters the room. And when she was asked about Common moving on so publicly, her response wasn't rage, it was reflective. almost cautionary. She basically said, in so many words, that patterns repeat themselves until someone does the deep work. That's what sparked the internet speculation, because if Common admitted he struggles with love addiction, if every relationship in his past followed a similar arc, what makes this one different? Jennifer Hudson is accomplished, independent, a mother, a woman who has survived real tragedy. She isn't naive, but even strong women can believe in potential. Tiffany hinted that when she mentioned adopting kids and building a deeper family structure, that's when the energy shifted. That's when Common began pulling back, not loudly, not dramatically, but subtly. And that's the detail people can't ignore. Because Jennifer Hudson has a son. She understands long-term responsibility. She doesn't just date for vibes, she dates for intention. So when Tiffany speaks about men who enjoy being in love, but don't enjoy staying in love, people wonder, could Jennifer eventually see the same signs? There's also the ego factor. Some fans believe Common is drawn to women who are at high points in their careers. Tiffany was on fire when they got together. Jennifer is respected, accomplished, and now hosting her own show. The attention is bright.
But to be honest, the pattern I found myself in and what was called love addiction, my therapist broke it down, was like that feeling of being like, oh, I'm in love, and it's that honeymoon period that people call it. I was addicted to that feeling.
But what happens when the spotlight dims? When real life, schedules, parenting, aging, priorities becomes heavier than romance? That's the test. Tiffany said something powerful once. She said sometimes women confuse a man doing the basics with him doing something extraordinary. Flowers, compliments, showing up at events. That's nice, but that's also the beginning stage behavior. The real measure is consistency. And according to Tiffany, consistency is where things fell apart. She admitted she was deeply hurt, not just because it ended, but because of how it ended, the communication gap, the narrative being shaped publicly without her. That kind of situation leaves trust issues. Now, imagine watching your ex publicly display affection with someone new, watching the same gestures, the same romantic energy, the same promises. That doesn't just sting, it makes you reflect. When Tiffany talks now, she sounds wiser, not angry, just aware. And when she suggests that Jennifer may eventually walk away from Common, she isn't wishing harm, she's predicting a cycle. The emotional impact of that breakup changed Tiffany. She became more guarded, more vocal about boundaries. She's spoken about learning to love herself without attaching her worth to a relationship. That's growth. But growth often comes after heartbreak. For Jennifer Hudson, the stakes are high. She has built a life rooted in strength. She has endured loss most people can't even imagine. She protects her son fiercely. She values stability. If she ever feels the same pullback Tiffany described, that slow retreat when commitment conversations arise, she won't ignore it. And that's what makes this story so layered, because it's not about two women fighting over one man. It's about recognizing patterns. It's about understanding that charm doesn't equal permanence, that therapy talk doesn't automatically mean emotional readiness. Tiffany learned that the hard way. Now she's speaking in a way that feels less like shade and more like survival advice. And here's the powerful part. Sometimes the woman who comes after you isn't your enemy. She's just at a different chapter of the same book. But if the author never changes the storyline, the ending stays the same. Will Jennifer Hudson dump Common? That's the million-dollar question. Right now, they look happy, they look stable, and maybe, just maybe, this time really is different. But as Tiffany subtly reminded everyone, love isn't proven in bouquets and interviews. It's proven in consistency, in hard conversations, in staying when it's no longer exciting but still meaningful. And if that staying part doesn't happen, well, we've seen this movie before. So what do you think? Are patterns destiny? Or can someone truly rewrite their story? Is Jennifer Hudson in a new chapter or just a new version of an old cycle? One thing is certain, Tiffany Haddish isn't speaking from jealousy, she's speaking from experience. And sometimes the quiet warnings hit louder than the loudest drama. Because in Hollywood, relationships don't just end, they echo. And this one, it's still echoing.